tomato is one of life's essential pleasures, and today we're in Sarno, near Salerno, to find out more about particular people who have decided to dedicate a part of their lives to what makes this land rich. San Marzano DOP tomatoes.
As a child, while playing on these staircases, my parents and grandparents collected the San Marzano tomatoes under a very hot sun. Part of the harvest was used to produce homemade preserved tomatoes, the so-called bottles, consumed mainly in winter.
Since the beginning of the 20th century, Sarno has been a rich, much-envied land, thanks to its inhabitants' ability to exploit the resources of the entire Agro-Sarnese-Nocerino Valley.
Joyously, I went to those fields many times, sometimes doing a little countryside work, and sometimes playing children's games. But I understood that with the passage of time, a small sacrifice has shown itself, an added value, and a richness that I still carry with me today. Still today, I make homemade tomato preserves for me and my whole family.
And it is precisely that laborious work, handed down from father to son for 4 generations of farmers, that led to the foundation of Dani Coop in Sarno in 1991. Dani Coop meticulously follows the whole San Marzano production process, offering agronomic and technical support to over 100 members of the Agricultural Cooperative Society. Its main activities include marketing San Marzano DOP tomatoes,
The San Marzano tomato is a special product for its method of growing, which has been handed down from father to son since the 20th century. It is exclusively produced by hand with native and hybrid seeds that are reproduced in a laboratory. The tomato seedlings are planted in late April and early May. It is a tomato that grows and ripens depending on the stages, plant rows, and is supported by nylon or iron wires connected to wooden poles fixed in the ground to form a scaffold, allowing the plant to grow vertically. The harvest then takes place gradually as the tomato ripens earlier in the lower sections towards the end of July. Why can the San Marzano tomato be grown in this area? In our valley, there are some distinctive climatic features, including the fertile and clayey soil owing to the vicinity of Mount Vesuvius, and the many springs of water that surround the Sarno Valley.
Sarno is a city that draws its greatest strength from an essential element in all our lives and the lifeblood of tomatoes: water. The sources on Mount Saro, merging into a single watercourse, form the river Sarno. These pure crystalline waters are used by farmers to irrigate the fertile fields. This is the starting point for the real story of the birth of what we eat.
I am aged 70 now, but I remember that as a young boy in the countryside, when we were thirsty, we would quench our thirst from the Sarno River because the water was very clean.
We discovered Sarno and its sources, one of the features that makes this land, where tomatoes are not only a passion but also a spectacle of nature, so rich.
Quest'anno abbiamo deciso di...
This year, we decided to launch a rather special initiative, the blessing of our first crop of tomatoes.
Even today, many farmers tell the story of their lives spent in the fields, of how today, with the same care and passion, they have become the custodians and pioneers of this wonderful land, and of this product envied around the world, even by Americans.
Proprio in questi giorni
Recently, a very important article in the New York Times came out that mentioned the fake San Marzano stealing identity and value from rural businesses. For many years, I have personally committed myself and worked towards the protection and safeguarding of the cultivation of this product, defending our children's future, as well as the economic and cultural development of the entire Sarnese-Nocerino rural area.
San Marzano DOP tomatoes are in fact experiencing a new season of rebirth, and there is demand for them not only in Europe and America, but also in other continents, thanks to the growing success of the Mediterranean diet. Because offering up all Italian flavor at the dining table is the best way of feeling at home, wherever you are in the world.